Gemini, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading, going from the it's going from the 18th to the 24th of September. We're going into that equinox season in this as well, so I will be doing an equinox reading for the next sort of 3 months. That'll be coming out next week. Hope you have a lovely reading. Let's just get straight in here and see what's going on in your overall energies. You've got the Knight of Wands. The overall energy here is trying to get you out your shell, get you partying, getting out there. Yeah, I want to say get a bit of lead in your pencil, but just getting out there and sort of saying, yeah, no, I'm going to live it. Yeah, I'm going to live it. I'm gonna live life. I'm gonna really, I'm going to engage, and I think that's what the energy is encouraging you to do here, across the board. On both of your relationships, as much as on your financial side as well. I think it's instigating and asking you to get involved. Your karmic message here on your relationship side, you've got the Two of Pentacles. There might be a choice you need to make, and this might be a very karmic choice as well. But I would choose what really makes it work for you, what makes you feel productive, that it's creative, that it's evolving, that it's it's moving forward. That's what if you've got choices to make in your relationships here, I would choose the path that is working, and it will make it very obvious, so then it becomes a very obvious choice on your karmic path. How is the universe influencing you? Six of Cups. It's trying to, I think this is the assessment. I think the universe is trying to help you make an assessment of where you've come from, what you like, or what you've enjoyed where you're coming from, the good things of the journey. So you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, basically, when you make this choice. But make choices about things that are really working, not just for you, but for your whole sort of relationship scenario that is around you. Could be also for your family, your friends, your community. I think it's choosing what's really working for you, basically, more than anything else. Right, let's just see how your past is connecting to your future. Queen of Swords. Beautiful air card for you here, Gemini. You've got the Knight of Wands in the middle there. You've got the Knight of Wands in the middle and the Queen of Swords, and coming from your past connecting to your future. And this is that combination of air and fire is Gemini, basically. You have all that air at the top here, but at your base you have a lot of fire. You have fire. And so I think this is where you've come from, a place where you have decided, this is why the choice is karmic, because you have engaged in it, in a pathway that you want to see succeed. And now it's a case of, if you do want that pathway to succeed, you've got to start putting your passions into it. You've got to really put it out there. If you want it, you've got to put it out there, basically. And you've got the Nine of Pentacles in your future self. I think you realise that the connection you have with a certain pathway that you should be choosing is got enormous amounts of potential, physical potential. And this could be anything to do with moving in with someone. This could be to do with anything of starting a family, getting married. This could be to do with consolidating the family, consolidating your friends, physically bringing them together. It's a combination of multitudes of different things, because you choose this path, basically. And choosing that path is going to provide for you a lot of opportunities, a lot of communication, a lot of connection with a lot of people that are around you, basically. And I think it bodes very well for your future. Let's just see what the overall outcome is for you. King of Swords. You've now got the King and the Queen of Swords. There's a lot of wisdom in there. There's a lot of wisdom and a lot of understanding. There's a lot of almost judgment and realization within your life. And that King of Swords is at the top there. So it could be a divine counterpart, it could be a Libran, another fellow air sign, basically. But this is really, I think you're leading to a place where, because you have actively engaged that pathway and you're choosing that pathway and you're seeing those potentials that are in around you, you're going to be perceived as being the wise one out of the situation here. And it's almost people will trust you, and I think they should do, because I think you're very trustworthy, really, Gemini. Certainly when you're engaged in a very passionate way in life, and that's what that sort of, that sort of Knight of Wands is all about. When you engage your passions, you're going to show your true and meaningful side. And when you do that, then all of a sudden you're going to be in the position of being that wise one in the relationships that are around you, the go-to person. And I think this is going to stimulate a lot of things for you. It's going to prove that the pathway that you have chosen is a good pathway for you. Sorry, I just had a card that flipped there. I just need to turn it around. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. Come on, Mr. Fly. There was a fly on your petal there that I need to get rid of. I didn't want to ruin his day. Okay. So on your financial side, you get the High Priestess. Using your intuition to get the best out of the situation, I think, is really ultimate for you. And your karmic path is to do this. Work on the plan that's good for you. Work behind the scenes. Use that intuition to sort of play smart, to sort of see the opportunities that no one else sees. This could be within your job, your business and your projects. I think you've started a new path, a new way of doing things, or a new way of being, or a new project, or a new business, or a new job. And I think you should really start exploring or exploiting that sort of thing. And here we have the King of Cups. It's giving you, I think the universe here is sort of saying, you've chosen the right path. If you've looked for this job, if you're engaged in getting a particular type of job, the universe is sort of saying, it's giving you that calm, collected, emotional state of being, that's having that cool head in a situation that needs a lot of organisation. And having that cool head in the situation is going to breed benefits for you and breed, advantages within your financial life. There is no doubt about it. From your past, yes, I think you've been very much nurturing this pathway. You've been taking care of planting seeds for your future success. You can see the potential in your future, but they're germinating now, and I think you're realizing this with this germination. With this germination that's sort of happening for you, you can see which seeds you've planted are worth nurturing going forward. And I think this is coming in from the past here, and it's going to give you a good heads up of where to apply or where to explore your intuition, basically. Come here, my friends. Cars just want to fly off. Bit of a wind here. Light breeze. Very nice. Lovely weather, really. Ultimate weather. We always have Indian summers here. And what's in the future here? It's fair exchange. I think this is what you're nurturing. You're nurturing your success, but also once you do nurture your own success, you actually create success for others as around you, which is really important. And I think you're naturally doing this because you have been looking for that success, but you do need to get engaged with it passionately, basically. In a way, you have to not necessarily stick to your guns, but allow your true nature to come out, that fiery true nature that is within you, Gemini. Don't deny it. We all know it's there, but it's all inside, isn't it? Let it out, I think. Let it come to the surface, because that's what it's going to provide for you. Beautiful sociable times within your workspace, beautiful connections with other people, that's going to make you feel like you're not just working, you're creating a whole movement. You're engaging in the evolution of the human well-being in whatever you're doing in the way of your job and your business and so forth. It comes out really beautiful because you're putting yourself forward in the situation, basically. You know, you're putting yourself forward within the what you're creating. It's a little doggy that's come to say hello. Hello, mate. Don't you just love dogs? He's a black labby by the looks of things. He's already been in the river, and there's some people who've just pulled up to have a picnic not too far from me, just next to me. So, yeah, got a lovely little dog. You know that, mate? Hey? Yeah, we're going to clarify with the Light Seers cards. We're going to clarify with the Light Seers card. Thank you very much for being here, Gemini, showing your support in every which way you do it. Absolutely brilliant. Just like to say, I've released sort of dates and locations for workshops in America, in the US, in Australia, and also in the UK. In the UK, it's the 21st and 22nd of October. If you want to be part of these energy workshops, there is links in the description below. Just jump in on those links and you'll soon find a way of how to reserve it if it corresponds to you. Be lovely to see you there. We've also got Somatic TV, which is kicked back off. We do the energy updates, which is coming out at the same time or same day today on our sister channel. You'll find that linked in the description below. But anyway, apart from that, thank you very much for being here and all the support you get is give this channel. And I actually hope you get the best out of these readings. I really do hope it helps you. So with the Knight of Wands, you get the 10 of Wands. This is a case of where if you apply your passions within life, it's almost as if like you're taking responsibility to be prone to judgment by the world around you, and that weighs you down. And the energy here, I think, is sort of saying, don't get into the idea of what other people may think. And I don't think it's necessarily that, but you know, it's almost a case of sort of saying, I'm not going to do that because this might go wrong. And then all of a sudden you're going to carry that weight of not doing it. And I think that's a really bad idea for you. I think you've been carrying a lot and you do so much for other people. It's about time you did it for you, really, more than anything else. And I think that's what that six of Pentacles is all about. This card just wants to come out. The Knight of Swords. So I think you're choosing, this is what you're doing, you're choosing to go on your mission. You're choosing that karmic path. And I think it's going to be really exciting for you if you do choose to go on that mission. It's going to be very stimulating for you, and it's going to put you, as I say, in a position of that go-to person that is around you. With the Six of Cups, let's just see what we got on the Six of Cups. You got the Three of Swords here. I think this is like, as I said, it's like, you know, baby out with the bath, you know, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater and everything like that. Yes, there is difficult times in the past, things that emotionally do sort of hit us. Everyone has that scenario. But at the same time, there is also beautiful, enjoyable stuff. And that's what the universe is trying to help you to remember. To let go of the painful past and engage the beautiful past. So it will influence your future in a really good way. And make you feel a lot more content about life, content about you, more than anything else. The Queen of Swords, you've created, because you chose this path, this is where in the past, this is the difference between the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords. Look, she's looking in one direction. She's looking in that direction there, right? Okay. The King of Swords, sorry, is looking straight, he's going straight forward. And this is where, because he's got the wisdom, as it were, within him. The Queen of Swords, she's chosen that path because she has a control over her emotions. And that's what she has, that success within her. And this is what you've been creating. You've been creating this change of fortune within your relationships that are around you. And you've got to know that you are doing this. You are creating this. And once you realize you are creating this, this is when you can then start, you know, using the great stuff in the past in order to choose that mission to go forward and take it and embrace it. You know, I think your future is a good thing to embrace here. What's coming up with the Nine of Pentacles? You've got the Page of Pentacles. You're opening that physical pathway. You're opening that doorway to the possibility of connecting with people around you on a very physical level. Could, as I say, could be moving in with someone, but it is a medium-term sort of rhythms going on here. So 9 months rhythms really more than anything else. So you're really starting something new, and you're starting to see the potential of the growth that you can get out of this karmic choice that you need to make. And it is ultimately going to bring you to a place of wisdom. And you get the Knight of Cups. So now we've got the Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups. We only need the Knight of Pentacles, and we're laughing. I'm laughing anyway. This is this wisdom that you can give out to the people that are around you. This is you're offering that cup here. You know, that knight is offering so much up. It's not only just sort of flowers, it's also communication, it's also love, it's also celebration, it's being part of the world. You're offering that all up around you, and that's really, really beautiful. Let's just see what's going on in your financial side. Here with the High Priestess, you get the Queen of Pentacles. Fantastic. Use your intuition, right? Use your intuition to create a scenario that you know the result. That's why she is so confident, because she's sat at the tree of knowledge. She knows when that tree is going to bear fruit. She only has to sit there and wait for it to happen. And this is where you can use your intuition to create your future success, basically. And you should feel that it's going to bring you a lot of security about yourself more than anything else. With the King of Cups, what do we get with the King of Cups? Emperor. Yes, I believe you've nurtured this pathway, and with this King of Cups here, the universe here is sort of saying, because you're sound with yourself, because you are at one with yourself in what you're doing and where you're going, if you're that way inclined, if that's what it is, then ultimately you're going to step into a very powerful position, because you will know where you're supposed to be going. You don't have to question yourself at all anymore. If you are questioning where you're going, the universe here is trying to sort of like calm your emotions so you can step into your power. And once you do realize you're in that moment of power, take that step forward and start going down that path towards something that's really good for you. Okay? With the Seven of Pentacles, what's in the past that was bringing through from the past? I think it was a big change for you more than anything else. Now you get the Nine of Pentacles, and you've got the Nine of Pentacles twice now. I think you've been generally creating this abundance that is around you. And yes, it does open that door to that Three of Cups, that success, communication, celebration, unification with multitudes of people in a very joyous and fulfilling way. And I think this has to do with this, you know, this mission that you're going on to, that you're being called on to, that's going quite quickly. With the Six of Pentacles, you get the Eight of Swords. If you want to get out of previous situations, and I think this is what you're doing here at the moment, this is how you're using your intuition to get out of a situation of the past, or to leave something in the past that may have felt trapped in. So, you know, sort of like stuck in a rut, being in the same job for such a long time that you become part of the furniture and you want to change. And this is where you're instigating that change and nurturing that change, and you've been nurturing it within inside you. And now it's a case of choosing the pathway which is right for you, which is good for you, basically, Gemini. So it frees you up. And I think it frees you up with an enormous amount of success, basically, because you're nurturing that. Just try not to... Just don't forget life is supposed to be living, and you're the only one that can live your life, basically. Out of the Three of Cups, you get the Six of Cups. This is twice now we've got the Six of Cups here. It's to engage in this new celebration. To engage in this new celebration, which is what it's clarifying is the Three of Cups. To engage in this new celebration, you have to understand that it needs to come from you as well. And you are bringing forth a lot of... clarity and understanding and joy of working and knowing, because you're knowing where you're going. And because you know where you're going, because you know where you're from, you know what's brought joy and happiness to you, basically. And you can bring this into your new life, into this celebration, into this creation that you are doing. There you go, Gemini. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget about the equinox readings coming up this week. I hope you got the best out of this reading. And also, I will see you over on Cymatic TV for the energy updates. And there's also those links in the description below. There's all for me left to say is that don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.